A shocking moment as New York Mayor Bill de Blasio entered the hospital Saturday where the mortally injured officers were taken. Fellow police turned their backs on him, a powerful and divisive message to the mayor of this major city who has lost their trust.
Right now,
Noel Leader was a New York City cop for 20 years.
I've never seen hostilities this heightened before my career.
One NYPD union, the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, has been withering in its attacks on de Blasio.
There's blood on many hands tonight. That blood on the hands starts on the steps of City Hall in the office of the mayor.
He and his organization, representing beat cops, blame the mayor for the way he's handled recent protests. The lack of indictment of police in the killing of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri, first set off angry protests here. They grew angrier, a handful of protesters actually calling for the killing of police after a jury in New York failed to indict police over the killing of Eric Gardner after he was stopped for selling loose cigarettes. In the midst of the protest firestorm, de Blasio shared his feelings about talking to his own mixed-race son about how he should deal with police.
We've had to literally train him, as families have all over this city for decades, in how to take special care in any encounter he has with the police officers who are there to protect him.
But perhaps what angered police here most, protesters given free rein of the city for several nights. And in one incident, several protesters on the Brooklyn Bridge physically assaulted an NYPD officer. So upset over the mayor's handling of the protests on December 12th, well before these current killings, the Police Benevolent Association asked officers to sign a letter to the mayor asking him not to attend funerals of officers in the event they were killed on duty.
When the individual who's the executive of the city does not have the cooperation of his own police force, it puts the citizens at a very dangerous place. And when you hear some of the rhetoric by the union president, that only raises the level of frustration.
Tension between police and de Blasio started before he took office in January over New York's stop and frisk policy. At its height in 2011, nearly 700,000 New Yorkers stopped for so-called suspicious behavior, 87% of them black or Latino. De Blasio made ending the policy a cornerstone of his campaign.
So I believe that actually the long-term security needs of the city require moving away from the overuse of stop and frisk.
The practice ended by a federal judge in 2013 and supported by the new de Blasio administration has been a sore point for police and its unions, who view the practice as successful in curbing crime here and preventing everything from petty crime to terrorism in the future.